guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing awesome, and that's all I can from the camera. Obviously I don't know what's going on with your life, but here I am bringing you these type of videos to distract you from the world. It's craziness right now, or whatever, but today's video I am bringing you bunch of dupes, and I hope you will like this part 1 and part 2 because this video is going to be very long and lengthening. So the reason why I am using lots of product, and then I'm bringing you each product's dupes from Highend and the drugstore, so you will get to see it in action. So this is why the video will be longer, so please, I hope you don't mind seeing the part 1 part 2. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video and show you which side is drugstore and which side is a high brand. At this time, I want you to leave me a comment down below and tell me which side you think is a high brand and which side is a drugstore. So tell me and leave me a comment down below. Let's see if you're correct. Don't cheat. Now the first part I wanted to show you, so this is the Big Daddy, that's $50 some, this white color, that's right here. And this is the dupe for that. I'm sure so many of you probably know already, but this is my first time, so I'm gonna do like high-end brand on this side. This is like my first time purchasing it, so I am putting this to work. I've already used it a few times. I've used it several times after I purchased it. So, and now this is the Toucha, and now that I'm done with my primers, and I'm going to go ahead and put Glotion for the little bit of glow before the foundation. I could mix it into my foundation, but I'm just going to put it on separately. And this is the dupe for the best Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'm in shade 5. And this one I am, or I purchased the shade 902. But they also have a different colors, like a darker color like this. If you are looking for a darker color, you can always do that. But first I thought it would match, but when I came home I saw there are different colors. But it's okay, I don't care. I like to keep the lighter ones and this one, but they do give you the same effects. So I brought you guys kind of closer so you can see exactly all my pores and everything. So I kind of like this effect. I like this side glow. Now if you guys have a perfect skin tone and no dark circle or whatever, you could just leave it as it is and good to go. But since I need a little bit of coverage, plus I want to show you the drugstore dupes, so I'm going to go ahead and use all shebang that I have here. So the next thing I'm going to do is use foundation, and the foundation I'm using this is the La Mer, and La Mer actual bottle broke. If you have seen my other video, drugstore dupe, but in that video I mentioned that the La Mer bottle broke, so I had to depot that one to this one. So this is the La Mer foundation in here, and 350 Honey, this is the shade. And drugstore dupe is a Physician Formula healthy foundation SPF 50 right here, and the shade is MW2. Don't freak out, the color is way too off because when I bought this one, I guess I wasn't thinking I'll make it work. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a beauty blender onto the high brand side, and then the drugstore, I'm going to use this one from ILF, and please excuse them because they've been used to kind of blend everything in. So that helps also to take any excess product, which is always great. For correcting my under eye, I am going to use this side Bobbi Brown, and this is in dark peach corrector. This is the color. For the dupe side, I'm using the NYX. This one is called medium I guess medium. That's the color, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so for my concealer, I have two different dupes, and I wanted to show you one because I just recently purchased, and the other one I just want to tell you because I can't use 4 different concealer onto my 2 eyes. This is the dupe I have, and I love this Dior Forever Skin Corrector, and the dupe I found is Revlon New Candid. The concealer, and the shade I got is 030. They both have a skincare built into this product, so they are kind of dupe to each other. But today I'm going to use is this two. So basically this is the Born This Way from Too Faced, and this is the vanilla right here, and the drugstore dupe I have is e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer in medium peach right here. Now before I set my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take a setting spray. I learned this technique from TikTok. I don't do TikToks, but I just went to see some viral video, so that's where I saw that. I don't remember her name, but I will link her video down on my description box. So what she did is she took a little setting spray and sprayed on the finger and put it right there and let it dry, and then after it was dry she went with the powder, and that's how your concealer would not crease under your eyes if you have a creasing problem. Okay, so the setting powder I'm going to go with today is, some of you guys probably know, I'm in love with this Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, and this is the number, or Air Brush Flawless Finish Powder. This is number 1 right here. And for the drugstore dupe, I'm using this one. This is the Essence Bright Up Banana Powder, and this is what it looks like. And I'm using pouch from Tati Beauty, same pouch onto this one. Obviously you can see this one gave me more coverage and it brightened up my under eye versus this one. And this one is like $3 or $4, and the Charlotte Tilbury is 50 some dollars. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do contour part. I know I set my under eye already, but I'm gonna go ahead still do contour with the cream stuff Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and this is the Wet n Wild on the side. You'll see the color difference, but after I blend everything, you probably wouldn't even tell which one is what. So this one is $38, and the Wet n Wild is like $3 or $4. So this is the finishing. I can't tell much difference, but you guys let me know if you do see anything different. I can see a little bit of chisel, but and definitely $3, $4 versus $34. You can put a little more extra on the side and blend it in, because we're gonna go with the powder contour, so it doesn't really matter. Part I'm using the number 7 in caramel. That's the color. For this side, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury new contour bronzing powder in number 310, and these are the shade right here. So for Charlotte, I'm taking this brush. Now for this one right here, I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the excess, all that bronzer off from the brush, just so that we don't get confused with the shade. It's not, there's no more Charlotte Tilbury powder left in this. So now I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. This is the drugstore number 7. Coat my brush, tap off the excess. I know this side looks really vibrant, but this side is not bad. You can always add versus take it off, you know what I mean? So if you want me to match that, I can always do that. Go ahead and get a little bit extra and put it right there. Now the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer powder was, or is, $55. This one is $12.99 at Target, or you can buy them from their website. It's number 7, Bronzer, that's what it calls. Cream blush, I don't have exact tube looking cream formula. I know this one dupes for glossier cloud something called. I was so tempted to order them, but since I already have a cream putty formula, use this, and they will give me the same look. So this is the MAC I'm going to use on this side. I'm going to show you the Maybelline, this product right here on this side, and this one, the color is 15 Nude Burn, and the color I'm using on MAC is Grand. I'm going to use my finger. And as you can see, these products are awesome. Although I have a powder on my face, still they're not taking the foundation off of my cheek or anything like that. This formula right here is kind of, as you can see, this right here lift up my foundation, but I can always fix it. The MAC side did not do that, so that's the only downside to it. But let me go ahead and kind of fix that. Yeah, it's my fault. I shouldn't have used that over foundation, or powder, I mean. But, I'm just here to show you the difference between the, high-end brand. So I can always fix that. No worries. Hopefully I will be able to fix it. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the next product. Now here I have Drugstore Bronzer, kind of a dupe, but today I'm not going to use it. This is the Covergirl Bouncy Bronzer, and this one is a Tower 28. The color is a little different. I was trying to get the natural one. I couldn't get it, hold up the natural color, so I went ahead and kind of bought this one to see the texture. This one is really, really creamy, and you don't need much, but I will be probably purchasing that one. I'm not sure if I want to keep this. This is the dupe I have if you're looking for a bronzer dupe in the market. Bronzer part, I want to use Hourglass right here. And the shade is Radiant Bronze Light right here. And the Drugstore dupe is Covergirl True Blend Bronzer. You might think, like, why are you putting bronzer on top of your blush? I mean, I like to mix everything, so I don't have any rules. I like to play with makeup, so that's what I do. You might probably be thinking, right, girl, your cheek looks really, really vibrant and clown looking, but believe me, these cheek product does not stay longer. At first, when you put them on, they look crazy, but at the end, you probably won't even see them if you put light amount. That's why I piled them on. After 4 or 5 hours, they're still there. After everything I set and done with, you'll see the final result. The blush part, I don't have exact dupe. This is also from Covergirl True Blend Blush. That's what it calls. Shade I'm using today is 305. So I don't have exact dupe for this one. So I'm just going to use this color on both my cheek. Okay, so the highlight portion I have a dupe for. This is the Hourglass right here, and that's the shade. I got the dupe out of the Wet n Wild, so I'm going to use that here, and I'll show you what I meant. And I'm using this brush on the side. And the Wet n Wild, this is the Precise Paddle. I mean, do I need any more glow? No, I don't, but I'm just showing you the alternatives in case if you are out there looking for some kind of highlights. So thank you very much, guys, for watching the part 1, and stay tuned for the part 2. Obviously, I can't list enough to tell you how thankful I am for you guys to come back watching my video part 1 and part 2. The reason why I do this part 2 because I cannot have more than a 15-hour video right now on my channel. Because I'm not monetized, whatever it is with YouTube. This is why I have to keep doing this. So thank you so much for watching the part 1. Now stay tuned for the part 2, and hopefully you enjoyed the video.